guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be testing out new products from e.l.f. I recently went on their website and I just went under the new arrivals and there were a bunch of products. I even tested out the new foundation from e.l.f. I think it's new. It's called Flawless Finish Foundation. I feel like that foundation's been out for a minute and I'm just now trying it, but it was under the new section on the page, so I don't know. I might be wrong, but I just go by what the website tells me and I buy it and I review it for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I think it's really cool to find hit products for an affordable price. I will go ahead and let you know there are some misses in this video, but there also were some hits. So stay tuned to find out more. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna jump right into the video and I hope you guys enjoy it. I love when I try to wink. I wink both eyes. I'm like this. It's a good wink, right? Okay, let's do the video. All right, jumping right in, guys. I'm gonna start out with a little sample that I got of some mineral infused face primer with my order. I did not see this on the website, but I mean, it came in my order, so I figure why not test it out, right? If you look at the primer, it kind of reminds me of the Smashbox photo. Ooh, it feels so soft. And I mean, it feels silicone-y, but it feels like way more than just silicone-y. It feels like a bit moisturizing as well. Like, it feels like there's some more, I don't know. It feels nice. Dang, I need to buy this primer now. Okay. I see what you did there, e.l.f. You got me. Sometimes silicone-y primers, I get skeptical with oily skin, but I don't know. This one feels super good. Okay, here's the thing. Online, the foundation shades looked way darker. So I got shade Sand and I also got shade Natural. But now they look super light that I have them in person. So this is supposed to be like a new foundation, I believe. It has a nice little pump on it. Come on, guy. That is going to be 50 shades way too light for me. And that makes me so mad because the shades look so different online. Okay, here's what we're going to do. By the way, this is called the Flawless Finish Foundation. It looks super thick and luxurious on my hand, but I'm going to apply this to my face and tell you guys like my first impression and the feelsies. Ooh, it's like super nice and creamy. I'm going to have to add in a little bit of another foundation, but for the sakes of the first impressions of this, I'm going to go ahead and blend this out and give you my thoughts. How about that? I'm going to be using my Y6 brush from Morphe to blend this out. Girl, let me get a closer mirror. I mean, yeah, that looks kind of ashy right through here. The foundation is adhering to my skin. It feels like a luxury foundation, like right off the bat. And the shades are just, like, honestly, they run light. And I never can wear shade like Sand or anything like that in almost any brand. But this one, girl, what is this? What is this situation? Get out of here. I would say medium coverage, medium to light coverage. As you can see, you still see a lot of freckling through here, but it does have a really pretty finish. It's not a very matte finish. It's a very natural finish. It feels like a super nice foundation. So I'm going to reorder my, I'm going to reorder my color, which I'm going to get way darker than I normally would. I'm going to add just a little bit of my foundation, another foundation on top of this, just so I don't look way off in this whole video. So the sad part is I'm pretty excited about that foundation. Actually, I've never felt an e.l.f. foundation that felt that nice, thick, and creamy, and just kind of luxurious, honestly. Unfortunately, the shade obviously did not work out exactly, so I added a touch of my own foundation. But as far as the product and first impressions, I liked it. Because my brain is so scattered brain, as always, I kind of sort of forgot to tell you guys about this. So this is an Illuminating moisturizer with SPF 15. So it's a good daytime moisturizer with the sun protection. But I didn't put it on my face because I thought it would skew the foundation so much because of how much pigmentation and how thick the moisturizer was. I really thought it would mess up the test of the foundation. Honey, I don't know about this. It's like a creamy, thick moisturizer. It could be nice for nighttime. It's just so thick. I would hate for it to make my skin super greasy looking or shiny and me say the foundation made my skin like that. Oh, it smells kind of sunscreen. It smells kind of nice though. I wanted to let you guys know about it and like let you know my thoughts on the actual product. And if you can see, the back of my hand is like super luminous. So it does what it says. I just think it's a little bit thick to wear underneath makeup, especially when me testing out makeup and like mess up the whole shebang. Woo! Okay, next up I have a new brow wax from e.l.f. and it looks like this. I kind of feel like I should fill in my brows a little bit and then apply the wax over. No, I'm just gonna apply the wax, girl. We going in today. Where are all my spoolies? Here's one. Comb these brows. Okay. Is it weird that I put on my brow? Oh, this is a lot of product. This wax is something thick. Is it strange that I put on my brows every day? And honestly, let me just, girl, this brush is just way too big to get a precise brow out of it. I just put some on an angled brush and we're going to try it out like that because the actual product is just a lot coming from the tube. And actually, you guys have suggested me in the past where I've tried out brow products. I mean, I personally don't like to do this. Like, this just takes up too much time to me. And I already have to take 50 years to do my eyebrows. So, but, you know, if you really wanted to make it work or, like, have this affordable product on deck, this is an option. Dead serious. It's too waxy. And it makes my eyebrows look shiny rather than, like, a natural brow. It's just, like, too much happening. No, I don't like this product. Sorry about it. I feel like my brow is like so stuck down and waxy and patchy. Girl, no! Okay, I filled in my brows and I combed out some of the wax right through here. It just still looks kind of shiny, so I'm not loving that, but we will move right along. Next up, I got a Shadow Log eyeshadow primer from e.l.f. It says new on it, so it must be new. I've never used, I don't think I've ever used, I've used the e.l.f. glitter primer, which is nice. I've never used like the eyeshadow primer, so let's see what this business is all about. It is white and lotion filling. I hope this works because I always use my MAC paint pot in soft ochre, and that's my ride or die. But today I'm switching it up for you guys because the shininess, I'm like always skeptical about the liquidy primers, you know. Some work though. The Smashbox one is nice. The Too Faced one is nice as well. My eyelids feel like I put lotion on them. We'll see what happens. Next, I got this palette from e.l.f. which has eyes, highlight, blush, and lips in it. I'll put the name of the palette because I took it out of its box and I don't remember the name. Because, you know, I just be doing stuff like that. These are the only eyeshadows I have to play with today, and honestly, I'm super interested to see if they're going to be good. But because those are the only 3 eyeshadows I have today, I'm going to, you know, put on some of these as well. This is the new Matte About You palette from Violet Voss. It is an all matte eyeshadow palette. So first, I'm going to take Sweetheart, which is a matte cream color. Oh my god, I did not realize this color was this. Why is this color this light? I thought it was going to be like a cream bone color. However, it's coming off a little bit lighter. Do you see how the primer makes my eyelid look wet? Kinda. It's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Infatuation and mix these two together. And this just like normally sets a base for the primer. That girl. Is this the first impressions of Violet Voss palette or what? But anyways, I've actually been using this palette a good bit. You can see I've been playing in the colors and I've been wearing it for like 3 days straight and I love it. I just hadn't used this shade yet and it's obviously white and I don't know why I didn't think it was that white. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Smitten, which is a great transition shade color, and I'm just going to buff it in, and then I promise we're going to get to the e.l.f. palette. I know you guys are like, what is this, Larlees? What is this business? I'm going to take a Morphe M573 brush and go in with the middle brown shade. These are odd little pans. I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm not obsessed whenever brands put lip oh, that's pretty good pigmentation. I'm not obsessed when brands put, that's actually really good, lip products mixed in with powders because I find that it literally only creates for a mess in the pans. Like when the powder starts blowing all over, that is so pretty, starts blowing all over the lip products. Do you love that I'm trying to review this and like run my mouth at the same time and it's just really not working out because I'm like saying 3 sentences into one? Whew, I don't know how you guys watch this. Your brain is probably like, I'm trying, okay? But this eyeshadow, give it to me. Yes, yes, yes. There's food in my tooth. I need to call it quits today, y'all. Next, I'm going to go in with a shimmery brown shade. Let's give it a swatchy before I plop it onto my eyelid and like screw everything up. Ooh. pretty, but pretty weak pigmentation at the same time, but still pretty. Let's see what happens with the brush. To give it a fair shot, I am going to wet it with some MAC Fix Plus because I wet all my shadows with the MAC Fix Plus, and that would just be shady of me not to, and just be like, oh, it doesn't work. You can just wet it with water at home. You know, whatever you, excuse me, whatever you like to do. So you're going to make me work for it here. I mean, it's not bad. Honestly, these shimmers are not everything, though. I can go ahead and tell you that e.l.f. has got better shimmers in their Naked palette and their Sunset little eyeshadow palette. They're $10. That is not great. I mean, it's not the end of the world either for the price of the palette, but we're going to try out the other things in the palette as well. I'm just having to work for it a little bit. And I've used some great e.l.f. eyeshadows, so I expect nothing but the best. Let's move along, and I'm going to add a little bit of the light shade from the palette. Look at this little eyeshadow brush. I've had this eyeshadow brush for probably 10 years, like literally 10 years. I don't even know where it came from, and I've been using it forever and a day, so I just think it's so crazy that I still have it. I just saw it in my little eyeshadow brush pot, and I was like, girl, what you still doing hanging out here? I'm going to take the Morphe Y22 brush. Okay, that's pretty. The lightest shade here seems to have more pigmentation. That's pretty. I'm just popping it on top, honestly, to give it a little bit of a frosty and to lighten it up. Okay, it is kind of dusty. It's looking kind of dusty. It's not looking promising, guys. I should have just put the shade on my brow bone and not onto my lid, but I was just trying something out, but it didn't really work out. But this shade's alright. You know, these shadows are alright. They're not everything in a bag of chips. They're nothing to call home about, but they're alright. Next up, because I haven't set my face yet, I'm just going to move on to my face. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Dark Medium. This is a concealer stick. It was in the new section. And, oh. Is this the darkest one? Medium dark. No, so this isn't the darkest one. I probably should have got the darkest one because this is just looking like chocolate on my face, like caramel. Yeah, I don't know that this is even going to contour my face. I tried. Just going to snatch this little brush up. I mean, it's doing a little something. I probably should have just I just got all messed up with shades. Honestly, if you don't want to be like me and get a bunch of the wrong shades, I recommend that you just Google the shades or learn from my experience in this video. Honestly, that was a very rich, creamy product to contour with. I believe I used one of these before as a lightweight contour stick. Oh, so it is a contour. Oh, lightweight concealer stick. I'm just seeing things. I'm just seeing what I want it to be. I think I used this as an under eye concealer in the past and it was pretty terrible. It was just like greasy and did not cover my dark circles. I bought the darker one to see if it would work as a contour stick and it actually blends out nice. Next I bought, it said it was new, so next I got the contour palette. It looks like these are different shades. It looks like it's got some setting and highlighting shades in the top as well. So I'm just gonna mix the two brown shades together doop, 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 with my dirty Morphe M5 81. That's right, brush. I think that was too dark. We're just gonna stick with the lighter one on this side. And it's actually really pretty. So that was really pretty. I don't have a new concealer, so I'm just going to add a little bit of my Morphe Oats, it's shade Oats concealer, and I'll be right back. This is a new finishing powder, and I got the shade Light Fair so I could set my under eye concealer and see how this works. And I'm just going to take this little sponge, dip it in there, and just pack it on, and it seems to be mattifying and super, yeah, setting everything pretty well. I find that these little products too are good to like throw in your purse, and if you get a little oily throughout the day, you can take a little bit of this and a sponge and just kind of oh, that powder is light though. So I also got this amazing brush which feels like a luxury brush. Like the actual brush feels like so light and kind of cheap, but the actual powder, the actual bristles of the brush feel marvelous. So I'm going to take the brush, I'm going to use it right here into this blush shade. I mean, I pretty much always had good luck with e.l.f. blushes. It's like a super matte pink. The only problem with palettes like this too, like honestly the pans, I'm like hitting everything trying to get a little bit of this color out, and it just is a little bit annoying. As you can see, it's already like blown over into the lip product, which is It literally put lip product. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is why we don't put lip products in our powders. No! Next, I'm going to take a little bit of the highlight shade, and if you can see, like, a lot comes off. Swatching it first, it pretty much feels invisible. I mean, is this supposed to be a highlighter? Okay, it's like a white powder. And I do not like that at all. So this palette is super cute. It's just their pans are hard to get into. The highlights a no. The eyeshadows are mediocre. And the blush is nice. And I also like the eyeshadow primer. I mean, it looks really pretty right now. That highlight is a no for me. So I'm actually going to grab a little bit of this ColourPop highlight and just add it on top to complete the look. Oh my God, I did not know my brush was that loaded, and I'm also not mad about it, but this highlight is on next level. Girl, I don't even know what this is. Here's what the palette looks like. It doesn't have a name on it though. Next up, I got this new little shadow, and I went ahead and swatched the cream shadow. It looks super pretty, and then it also comes with a liner on the end, and we're gonna be using the liner edge. I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline and my eyes. Alright, the liner I had to go over like 100 times with. I think the other pencil liner from e.l.f. is a little bit better than this. It's not the worst in the world. I just like my liner to be super matte black, and this one I had to go over like a lot to get it there. I'm going to put the smoke color in my waterline, like a charcoal base waterline. Just going to buff that out. That eyeshadow is really pretty. Can even create kind of like a under the eye smoky wing with it. Alright guys, I added some lashes and some lippies, and just to let you know, for lippies I added Jealousy and it's not the right one. Charismathum. I don't know how to pronounce this one. I'll put them in the description box below. And just a heads up for lashes, I added House of Lashes Light Iconic. They're these and they are just so pretty to me. They're some of my favorites. So let's do a quick recap of the hits and misses of the video. Within the e.l.f. palette, I think there were some hits and misses in the palette. I like the powder, the contour kit, the contour shades were nice and creamy. They had a lot of color. I had the wrong shade in the contour stick, but I think it's a nice product to contour with. I don't think it's a nice concealer product. The foundation, I liked a lot, just wish I had the right shade, so just be aware of that when ordering it. The shadow stick, the liner, I honestly didn't really care for, and then the cream eyeshadow on the end was super cool, and I liked it. It worked out well. What else did I test out? And the primer. The primer in the beginning I liked, and the eyeshadow primer, I underestimated it. You know, I'm not used to using cream primer, but I think it looks really pretty on my eyelids. I just dropped the powder. It's probably broken. Great. So yeah, we had some hits, we had some misses. It's always like that. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. Be sure and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will catch you all in my next video.